we go. Here, put that here, put that there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Arnulfo, Eduardo, Jody, Devin, Sherman. Hey, Sherman, Glenn, Ivano, Dave, Michael, Timothy, Jill, Robert, Penny, Nathan, Eduardo, Wade, Stephen, Kim, Art, Tim, Ali's in the house. Jeff, good morning, Jeff. Ray, David, Delroy, Gustavo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and good morning, and happy Tuesday. Hey, Laura, good morning to you too. We got David, we got Ralph, we got Kirk here. Moondog is in the house. All right, perfect. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. I turn on things a little bit early. Good morning, Cam. Good morning. Good to see you. Hope the questions are flowing about the Alpha Zone Pro in the Customer Service Live members area. We got Dave, we got Alan, we got Stan, we got Debbie, we got Stefan Keyhawk fan, Anthony. Good morning. Brian, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Matt said you were having issues with the internet yesterday. I guess you must have been traveling or something. Pete, Dr. Serena, good morning, my actuary. Good morning. Colleen, William, good morning, William. A little chilly this morning. Yesterday was really warm, but today we got a little cold weather. Samson, good morning. Patrick, good morning. We'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Got a lot to talk about today. As usual, always have something to say. Genevieve, Ruth, Patrick, thank you for such nice feedback yesterday from the Getting Started guide. The first session will be available today, and we'll be doing the second Getting Started guide at 10:30 today. It'll be 10:30 to 11:30 like we did yesterday. And again, I've allocated the full week, and if I have to go another week, I don't care. I want you guys to really learn how to use these tools. Good morning, Jesse. Router went bad. Oh, the router went bad. That's not good. Hate when that happens. Sorry to hear that, Brian. It's all of that programming that you do, all of that data that goes back and forth. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Dana. Hey, Vertuvian. Hey, Kirk. We have years to listen. You do. Illinois' great farmers in the house. We're pretty slow today, actually. With 3 minutes in, we only have 159 people. But I'm sure we'll get going in a few minutes. Let me make sure all of my posts are there. Yep. All of that's there. We'll be starting. Hey, Raj, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Good morning. Let me post some real quick links here for things that are pertinent. All right. Don't forget to sign up for the 0DT SPY ETF pit. The official release date is going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m., I believe. 1 second. All right. Here's the link for that. Good morning, Alexander. Good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Rosalind. Got people coming in a few minutes. I just started a few minutes earlier today. Why am I the 11th thumbs up? I don't know, Keacock fan. They don't like me here anymore. I'll give myself a thumbs up. Folks, how about some thumbs up? I'll show you where to put thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed watching this, how about some thumbs up? Let me give you some links. This is my VIP room where I will be discussing options today at great extent. Let me get you Customer Service Live link for Cam and Gustavo. What's on the agenda today, Cam? Good morning, Louie. Good morning, Beam. Good morning. I've not been up this early in ages. 65 likes so far. Here, folks, if you don't know where it is, it's right here. The thumbs up button, if you don't mind, it helps us out. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay. Let's begin. So first things first, what's the market doing today? Was there a big reason to get in at the end of the day today long? I don't think so. And one of the reasons. So I'm going to tell you guys something interesting. Yesterday, good morning, Carlos. Yesterday, hey, Rochelle, good morning to you. Yesterday, I was looking for a trade. I was actively looking for a trade for the trading pit at the end of the day. And I was looking for probably 2 hours. I was exhausted and I was looking for about 2 hours because I had the live class. I had 4 hours of classes yesterday. And I was looking for a trade and I could not find one trade that I felt comfortable about to the long side or to the short side. I wasn't really looking to the short side, but I was looking to the long side and I couldn't find one trade that I like. And what I've learned over the years, if I have to usually when I can't figure out which trade I want to put on, that's a good time to put on a trade. But when I'm searching for a trade and I can't find one, the best thing for me to do is not to do anything. And that's what I did yesterday. I did nothing. I literally looked through 200 stocks, probably the last couple of hours of the day, and I couldn't find one that I really like. Hey, Kevin, good morning to you. Focus on Alpha Zone overview, market internals, and scanning techniques. Wow, sounds really good. You too, Eagle Beagle. Good morning to you too. So my point is, don't force trades. You don't have to force trades. Now, I have three stocks that I really like. I really liked Cracker Barrel yesterday. I really like Cracker Barrel, but I didn't want to go short. So sometimes it's not about, I want you guys to know, sometimes it's not about me not picking the right stock for you. Sometimes it's just there isn't anything that has an edge. And if we don't have an edge, I don't see any reason to give you guys trades. And I hope you guys feel the same way. I can always make it up later. I can always give you more trades another day, but I don't want to give a trade. I don't want to give a second-rate trade. I only want to give you A-plus trades because those are the only type of trades that are worth taking, okay? That are only Good morning, Stacy. Good morning to you. So again, please be patient. The market is in a very interesting position right now, and we got to be really, really cautious. As you could see here right now, this morning, we're not really down too much. This is randomness. This is more, thank you, Nathan. I would just consider this as not a lot of movement this morning, nothing really overnight. Good morning, Rebecca. People are getting to a late start today. What's going on here? But there's not a lot of momentum right now. There's not a lot of momentum right now, one way or the other. And if you look at momentum levels, on my scanner, you have 13 stocks breaking down. You have some upside momentum. You do. 143. Half of those are ETFs, inverse ETFs. So there's only 77. But we are starting to see some upside momentum. What I'm concerned about is that we're entering a choppy period, a period where we have like 80 stocks here, 60 stocks here, where we're just doing this for the next few days. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. I guess we're doing okay on time, Dr. Serena. Does it mean the true trend is so-so? I didn't say anything about true trend being so-so. I was talking about pit trades, Raymond. I was talking about day trades, short-term trades. I was talking about the pit. I wasn't talking about the swing trades. I was talking about the pit. So I couldn't find anything. I started off the conversation that I was looking for trades for the pit yesterday for the last 2 hours. And here I was even commenting, I believe. I think I was commenting here. That's what I was saying. Here, right here. Keep an eye on Dash. Nice, but not today. Don't have a strong bias. Not going to force trades. I added here. I like a ton of trades right now, but I don't love any of them. Still looking, been through about 100 stocks today. Still can't decide, which usually means don't do anything. We'll see. Gonna try it again in 45 minutes. Usually when I see that, there's just not, no, it's all good, Raymond. There's just not much there. And the last thing I want to do is force a trade on you guys when there's no trades. What's your view on Uber shares? I don't know the Blue Baron. It's not on my list, which means it's not doing anything right now. If I have time, I'll look at it in a bit, but not right now. I usually do that towards the end of the day. But wanted to let you know that there's no downside momentum right now. There is no downside momentum at all. And we're starting to get some upside momentum. And remember yesterday, I was telling you how I'd like to see some technology stocks move from here up here. Well, look, Bitcoin, semiconductor technology, Russell 2000, QQQ. Look at it yesterday. Here, let me go Thursday right here. You could see that you could see that it's fairly mixed, but right now we're starting to see a little bit more semiconductor QQQ technology. It's starting to move a little bit higher, where before last week we had all technology here, all spec here, and all blue chips here. So we are starting to get a little bit more directional to the upside, not to the downside. Good morning, Richard. Yeah, I don't want to force trades. Hey, Piet de Brock, good to see you. Good to see you. So we have a mixed bag of nuts right now. This is a big, big, big mixed bag of nuts right now. What about Fed data? Well, we got housing starts. We got FOMC starting today, which is not going to be it's not going to be anything tomorrow. He's basically going to say we can't make any decisions right now, and we don't know what's going to do next because we don't know what's going to happen with the tariff situation and the U.S. dollars in the shitter. That's what they're going to say tomorrow. Don't think that's going to be a big report. Housing starts and imports. These are big reports. Housing starts is very important for consumer discretionary stocks, which have been in the toilet. And industrial production is very important for manufacturing here in the US. Financials went up as well. Yeah, financials went up as well. Financials went up. They're right here. Right here. They did go up. And today in the VIP room, I'm going to cover all of the 20 sectors. I like to do 20 sectors. Once a week, I like to do 20 sectors and all the mega caps. So we'll do that today. It's a good time to do that today. Was there a replay of the first masterclass? Robert, usually takes about 24 hours for them to put it in the... Hey, John, thank you for those funny emails you send me. I appreciate them. They're hilarious. Jean sends me funny cat emails. They're so funny. Oh man, they're like price. My wife loves them. Murray sends me funny jokes. Jean sends me funny email, funny cat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyhow, so we're really mixed right now. And typically when we're mixed, when you see consumer discretionary and communication here, and you see technology here, and the Russell here, and the mid caps here, and retail here, which is very this is just a big mixed bag of nuts. There's just nothing here. And that usually takes a lot of volatility out. Do you think financials would drop when the Fed does not lower rates? No, I don't, Stacy. No, I don't think so at all. I think that's a good question. I think it's pretty priced in. And if you want to look at financials, I know you guys want to sometimes look at them. We can look at them right here. Financials are just kind of cruising right here. They want to go higher. There's some major resistance right here where we're at right now. Literally where we're at right now. If we can pass this area, we can go higher. But I think tomorrow's report. You see, Stacy, I want to explain something to you, not just to you. And I'm not signaling you out. It's just you mentioned something at a good time. Right now, when we're focused on the Fed, in other words, if there is a major probability that the Fed is going to make a shift in interest rates, like we had a year ago for like 6, 7 months, then everybody's going to be hanging on to every word that Powell says tomorrow. But when you have a situation where 97 or 98% chance, and that's like 105% chance that the Fed is not going to do anything, and we have no expectation. It's not that important. It's not that big of a deal because I could tell you what he's going to say with a great degree of certainty. Not because I'm so smart and not because I've been doing this for 31 years, but because there's just nothing on the table. I just want you to understand that. Sometimes there's just a lot on the table. Same thing with the president. Like sometimes the president could be saying something and it's going to be like, okay, well, whether he says this or this, it's not going to make a change. And sometimes if he could say one word, it could make a huge difference. It's the same thing with the Fed. So we have to take into account what's on the table. Is there a potential situation where the kid's going to get his bike taken away, where the kid's going to get a new bike, No, no. And I mean, Powell's been pretty much saying the same thing for the last three times. I can't predict what's going to happen because I have no idea what our president is going to do, which happens to be 1000% truthful. The tariffs can completely change the landscape I mean, look at the US dollar. It's been driven by tariffs for the last 3 weeks. I mean, look at this. This is all tariffs. This is all tariffs. So it's hard. So right now, that's what's on the table, not interest rates. So to answer your question, I don't think interest rates will have any major impact tomorrow. Similarly, have you guys noticed the Friday job reports haven't been having any volatility? That's the reason why. So again, I just want you to understand the logic. What causes volatility? It's when something is an issue, and interest rates are just it's a no one's talking about it, no one's thinking about it, no one's speculating about it. It's just it's a non-event. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, to some degree, of course, to some degree. All right. But housing permits and industrial production are very important right now for us because I need to see how the market see right now what I'm looking at. The only thing I'm looking at right now, and I want you guys to know what I'm trying to solve. The equation that I'm trying to solve right now is whether this market is going to back away right at the 8-day moving average or go to the 200-day moving average. This is the only equation I have right now. Are we going to top out right here or are we going to top out right here? Everything that I'm saying right now, everything that I'm doing right now, every bit of my analysis is here to answer one question today. Are we going to top out here or are we going to go to the 200-day moving average? And let me explain the ramifications of that. Yes, volatility does, and we'll get into that in a minute. Very true. Can make a bump. Russian phone call may not make nothing burger today or not. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate on something that I have no concept about. But my question, see, here's the thing. We're in a very strong downtrend. Typically, when you have a very strong downtrend that's based on fundamentals, the reversion, the end of this is with a shakeout bar, capitulation. We have not had a capitulation, not even close, not even close. Okay. So to me, until we have a capitulation or until this is clearly trading above the 200-day moving average like this, see this? See how no part of, folks, this is a good time for you to pay attention. I'm saying some important stuff here. Hey, Duzzy, see how we're not touching the bottom? This would be a confirmation that we're back above the 200-day moving average. Right now, so that means I need to see 2 days that the bottom is not touching this ugly brown colored line. The bottom. You see this? The last 2 days that it happened was right here. So what I need to see is I need to use all of our tools right now. And the only thing I'm trying to solve is the market going to come up here and resolve itself, or are we going to bounce back down before we get here? That's the only thing I am trying to solve. So all of this talk, all of these pictures, all of this graphs, all of that is going to solve one problem today. And at the end of the session, I'm going to tell you my conclusion. But that's the only thing I'm trying to solve today. Okay? Because if the market comes up here, you're going to have a little bit more upside today. And if the market stalls out and comes here, I'm going to look at shorts and I'm going to be liquidating my longs if I have any. So my point is, right now, this is very important because typically when we get here, we turn around and come right back down. Look, boom, 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 boom. So I want to know if that's what this is or if we're going to come on this side of the fence. Everything I'm talking about, everything I've talked about, and everything I'm going to talk about is to determine that. You know why? Because that's the only thing that matters to you today. If we go up, you're going to make money on your longs. If we go down, you're going to lose money on your longs and you're going to make money on your shorts. Nothing else matters. That's what I'm trying to solve. That's it. That's my end goal today. Let's do this. So the bond market. What is the bond market? Is the bond market helping us? No. Matter of fact, The bond market is right in this range that I drew for you about a week and a half ago, and it's consolidating. The bond market is not showing much directional bias right now. Where does the stock market get its directional bias from? The stock market gets its directional bias from the bond market. The bond market is not very volatile right now. Hence, we shouldn't be expecting a lot of volatility from the stock market right now. We need some movement to go from here to here, and we need to have some mega caps doing that. So let's take a look. US dollar, is the US dollar helping us out? No, I mean, if you're an exporter, you're in hog heaven right now, right? Because if you're an exporter, it's cheaper to buy things from overseas with US dollars. But if you're an importer, you're sucking the proverbial you know what right now. Capiche? And Trump is not happy because Trump, this is an indication of Trump's strength. The election was right here somewhere. The US dollar, remember, money goes where it's best treated. When US dollars doing this, folks don't want to put their money in the US dollar. And remember, we got to sell our debt to somebody too. Just something to keep in the back of your mind. All right, what about China? China's doing the opposite. China's getting stronger, US dollar's getting weaker. Wow. Trump is really helping us right now, folks, to make foreign countries stronger and to make the US dollar weaker. I know, it may be transitory. I know. It's a bump. I know. I heard it all. But that's where we're at right now. Okay? Does the US dollar impact the bond market? It does to a lesser degree, yes. Yes. The weaker the US dollar, the less investors want to shift their dollars into US denominated equities. So the bond market is not doing anything right now to help us. So the bond market is not helping the stock market. The US dollar is definitely not helping the stock market unless you're dealing with export companies. Export companies would do really well. Import companies would do shit. Bond yield, yeah. Yes, bond yield, the lower dollar. That's exactly what Moondog just said is right. Yeah. China is rallying. Gold, what is gold doing? Gold is moving up 4-to-1 buying of gold versus US equities right now. Not great. And the fact that US dollar is even stronger today is telling us that investors are putting their money in the shiny object instead of stock market. What's the stock market doing right now? It's down across the board. Down across the board. Down across the board. Okay. What about crude oil? Crude oil is doing nothing. Remember what I told you? The odds are crude oil is going to continue doing nothing. It's going to do nothing. Now, if US dollar starts sinking, it's going to be really bad for Russia. Now, what Trump could do is he can artificially start controlling the energy market by spreading negative news and by drilling in the US, which would lower crude oil value. And that would give him a huge advantage over Russia. There is no Russia if the crude oil drops below 40. Bye-bye Russia. Bye-bye Mr. Putin. Have a nice life. There is no Russia if crude oil goes below 40. So that's one way of dealing with Russia. Wow, doctor, yours is slow today. Also something to air, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, James. Something in the air, yeah. So nothing really on the energy market right now. And we haven't really had too many energy stocks or anything like that. And actually, even today, with a lot of stocks breaking out, I didn't like the quality of the breakouts. You'll see what I'm talking about. Insurance stocks, no technology stocks, very hard to rally without technology. All right, before we get into the stock market, let's see the fundamental stuff that's moving the market today, okay? Hopefully we can avoid tariffs and all that crap. It all depends on what's written here. Remember, I'm only highlighting the relevant, and I'm not looking at political stuff. I'm only looking at financial stuff. Investors await for the Federal Reserve 2-day policy meeting, fresh batch of U.S. economic data. That's important. This housing start and not import-export prices. Industrial production, very important reports. Both are coming out before the opening bell, so we will have something to do. But how does that he do that to Russia? There's many ways he can do that. Hey, Steve, good morning to you. If crude oil goes below 40, what incentive does West Texas have to drill? Yeah, of course, Cam. Hey, I didn't say it was going to be a solution for everybody. I didn't say it was a good solution, but Russia makes most of their money from the energy market. All right, so let's talk about what's driving price right now. Intel climbed over 6%, top gainer on the Nasdaq 100. Netflix rose more than 3%. We're going to have to look at mega caps in a second. Tesla slid more than 4%, was the top percentage loser on the Nasdaq after a Chinese rival, BYD, introduced a new electric vehicle capable of charging a car in just 5 minutes. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following me here, but you guys know how I feel about Tesla, and it has nothing to do with Trump. If you guys have been following me for years, I've never been a fan of Elon Musk. When he was critical of Trump, when he was nice about Trump, and it has nothing to do with Trump. And please don't combine them together. One guy is not a politician. He thinks he is, but he's not. He's a businessman, at least for now. I've never been a fan of his. I think he's full of shit. I think he's a big marketer, and I think he doesn't deliver what he promises, and he can't keep attention on things. So, to me, the big problem with these electric cars was how long it would take to fill them up. That was the big problem. That was the real big problem. Well, it seems like that problem has been solved. New electric vehicle system capable of charging a car in 5 minutes. Now, how important do I think that was? Let me show you how funny this is. So this morning when I saw this, Graham beat me by 2 minutes. Graham posted this at 7:32. I posted this at 7:43 and said, Graham, we have to stop meeting like this. The same thing. Now, we usually only post things in our trending ideas channel if they're a really big deal. Folks, this is huge. This is huge. This is huge. Okay? Can Tesla fill up their car in 5 minutes? Glenn, please. I'm talking about Tesla. I'm not talking about his SpaceX business. I'm talking about Tesla. Let's stick to what we're talking about. Tesla, the company that makes some money, the one that makes him into a billionaire, that one. I agree, Dave. I agree. Yeah, if it's true. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's something. Now, by the way, one of my partners drove this car when he was in Dubai last week. He said it was amazing. Hours, Robert. Hours. Yeah, hours. February core retail sales, which excludes auto parts, were in line with estimates, which means we're not really that close to a recession as a lot of people think. Empire Manufacturing tumbled to a 14-month low. That's bad. That's very, 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 very bad. No, not yet. Not yet, just Jen. Not yet. Yeah. I'm talking about him and Tesla and everything he's doing right now. The things that are making his company worth 85% less, the things that made him lose 800 billion in market cap, that are making him a meme all over the internet, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you would think, right, Stacy? No one can charge batteries this fast at a safe voltage level. Hey, the question becomes how much power does it draw from the grid? All good questions, and I have no answers to. But I will tell you this. This is very bad for Tesla. And by the way, what have I been telling you about Tesla for the last several days? What have I been telling you about Tesla for the last several days? Actually, what have I been doing in weekly cash flow for Tesla for the last several days? Selling bear call spreads. Next target 220. Next target 220. 220 on Tesla. Next target 220. I never said anything. All right. Core retail sales. Yeah, a lot of cars are now making nice EVs. 15 years ago, nobody was making nice EVs. Now a lot of cars are making nice EVs, folks. Yes, yes. And have you guys, yes, you bearish and been shorting. And how's that been working out for us? How's that been working out for us? Kirk, I want to show you something. That's not what I believe. This is what I believe. This is US dollars going into China, my friend. That's all I need to see. And this is US dollars going into US. Do you capiche, Kirk? It's not what I believe. It's what the market believes. Look at China and look at US dollar. Don't argue with me. Argue with the people making these charts, the prices. Yes, does he? Technology's come a long way in the last 15 years. Exactly, Scotty. Good, all good questions. I have no answers for any of you. My job is to just raise questions and confuse you guys. The Federal Reserve kicks off a two-day meeting. Not confuse you, but you guys know what I'm saying. The U.S. Central Bank is widely expected to hold Fed funds rate steady. See that? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no news there. They're widely expected to hold rates steady. There's no speculation on what they're going to do. The decision comes amid growing concerns about the potential damage that the U.S. President Trump's tariffs policies could inflict on the economy. Again, I'm just reading this. I'm not this. This is just what it is, and that's exactly what Powell's going to say tomorrow. We have absolutely no idea what's going to happen because we have no idea what the ramifications of the tariffs, which may or may not happen, will be. And you know what? He's going to be 100% right because he has absolutely no clue, and either does anybody else. Okay? Don't forget, the only reason these other companies are able to do these is because Elon allowed them to use the technology he worked on and improved on it. Really, J. Red? In China? I don't know about that. There you go, Eagle Beagle. Yeah, J. Red. I don't know about that, my friend. I don't think he allowed Chinese companies to do any of that. Golf cart, I can do 18 holes in 45 minutes. There you go. Again, folks, I think you're forgetting something here. Do you think I give a rat's ass about Elon Musk and if Tesla goes up or down? We're just trying to make money. Don't get all hot and heavy. I don't like the guy. That's the middle, beginning, and an end. If you like him, that's great. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. We're here to make money. The stock is going down. And if anybody wants to argue about Tesla, let me show you what you should be arguing about. I think the market is telling us exactly who is the market agreeing with right now on Tesla, you or me? Stop arguing with yourself. You're only arguing against yourself. This is a fact, folks. 500 to 214. So let's not. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care if you agree with me or not. The market agrees with me. That's all that matters. I really don't care if I'm right or wrong. I just want to make money on this thing. And guess what? What have I been saying about Tesla for the last several months? Bearish, bearish, bearish. What has Tesla been doing for the last several months? It's going straight down. It hasn't had one upside move against the trend. Right? Right, exactly. We only care about the market. Who gives a shit about Elon Musk? Who gives a shit about it? All right, let's continue. Industrial production, manufacturing is going to be very closely watched today. Europe is up 0.85, tracking gains in Asia as investors continue shifting towards non-U.S. assets amidst uncertainties triggered by U.S. President Donald Trump. Don't blame the messenger, folks. I'm just reading the highlight that I read every single day. As soon as Mr. President Trump's name is not going to be here, you're not going to hear it from me. As soon as we're going to start hearing that growing concerns about potential damage the U.S. President Donald Trump tariffs policy can inflict on the economy, you're going to stop hearing it from me. But until it's here, you're going to be hearing it from me every single day, whether you like it or not. My usual purchase price. Good luck with that. Short-term hype, don't care, just another perfect moment. Exactly. Yeah. You're here to make money. is a catalyst. He's a catalyst, all right. China index closed slightly higher today. Home appliances and pharmaceutical stocks led the gains on Tuesday. Over the weekend, China unveiled a special action plan aimed at boosting consumption, a top policy priority for Beijing. I think what Elon has to figure out right now, if he's a politician or a businessman, I think that's the only thing he has to figure out. That's what I'd be figuring out if I was him right now. Japan index closed higher and hit an almost 3-week high. Remember I told you, Adam, 2 years ago that Warren Buffett wants to put his money into trading houses because interest rates are going up there? Guess what he's been doing for 2 years now straight? Putting his money in investment houses in Japan because he thinks interest rates are going higher because they have a new minister who is U.S. educated and he understands the value of imports and exports. All right. Ralph Lauren is up over 3% pre-market trading after Goldman Sachs upgraded the stock. This is very good for consumer stocks. Block finally seeing some more upside. I mean, starting to see some upside. I'm hoping this will start a rally in fintech. And Pepsi is down. Not very good. Yeah. Yes, sir. And we have followed him all 2 years in Japan. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. It's time to get technical. It's time to get technical. Remember, the only question we want to answer is, oh, Tesla's already down. And it didn't look like that big commercial that Trump did with him in the White House, which is against every regulation and federal law imaginable. Notice we never went above the 8-day EMA. We never went above the 8-day EMA. Even with his marketing ploy, we never went above the 8-day EMA. What does that mean? 220, target 220 on Tesla. All right. So let's look at mega caps. Yeah. I don't really care if you like what I say or not. I just want you to make money. Tesla open sources all of its patents. Good. Oh, we can clearly see he's not a politician, Deanna. All right. Now, how about some links? Folks, I'll be talking about my new program today. Here's a link for it. You can check it out before and sign up for tomorrow's live class. Folks, I'm here to give you the truth, not some monkey business. If you want to hear monkey business, you can tune into, what's his name? What the hell's his name? Kramer. That's monkey business. This is the real stuff. Here's Customer Service Live. And folks, if he doesn't make me any money, but helps me understand why the markets move. All right. Me or Musk? Who? I don't make you any money infinitely. You don't take my trades. Tell me. I'm curious. You take the Ross trades, right? Let me know. Or are you talking about Kramer? Let me know infinitely. Let me know. Housing starts. How is it impacting the market? Let's see. Still down. Let's look at housing starts data. Good data. All right. We got one positive sentiment. This is good. This is positive. Very positive. I like this. What about mega caps? Robert says, you make us a lot of money. I like that. Nope, I'm a small cap. Yeah, you're a small cap with, right. That's what I thought. Oh, God. Wait till I show you. Rogers Trading Pub, $2,000 yesterday. Very nice. So what are Magnificent Seven doing? Yeah, here you get the good stuff. What are mega caps doing, folks, this morning? They're down. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice, infinitely. Nice. Very, very nice. Hey, Charles. Hey, Eagle Beagle. Yeah, that does help for housing. Mags are not helping us today. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is down 2% today. If Bitcoin comes down right here to the 65 level, this is the Bitcoin trust. If Bitcoin comes to the 65 level, 64 something level, the odds are it's going to kiss the 200-day moving average. Okay? Very, 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 very important. What about QQQ? QQQ, look at where we're at, right at the 8-day EMA. We need to get above this. We need to get above 485.97. Have you guys noticed that all of the major indices are stuck right at the 8-day EMA? I was the Roger Scott Everything subscription someday. Oh, we'll get you there infinitely. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. Right here. Hey, Dr. Serena, nice. Your weekly surges have proven themselves on my calendar. Good, good. I'm so glad to hear that infinitely. So glad to hear that. So you see this, folks? Folks, I know that this sounds really like duh, but see this right here? We need to see how we're going to react around here. Are we going to take out the high? If we don't take out the high, it's not good. Even if we take out the high, look at the 200-day line. See, we need to get clearly above here in order for me to start getting a little more excited about the bulls. Because right now, the major rule of law or the major rule of the market is when we come up here or right here, we reverse right back down. Here, let me show you a visual so you could see what I'm talking about. Look, this is what I'm fearful of. Well, we'll get there, Bob. We'll get there. See this? This is what I'm fearful of right now. So I have to be extra careful because this is what I'm fearful of right now. This exact right here, what you're seeing, either from here coming down or coming up here and coming down. Do you understand why I'm really cautious with trades? If I go short from here and if we come up here, I don't have the best positioning. If we come up here and I start going long and we turn around, I'm screwed. So I am in a very, very big pickle right now because I don't have clarity right now. You love the future fades. Good, 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 good. Gaston says yesterday was one of the few days where mags were red and SPY was green. RSP, Gaston, RSP. I wrote that yesterday. This is what you were looking at yesterday. Good morning to you, by the way. This is what you saw yesterday. This. And I was actually about to talk about them. Jeff says, RJ, 35% approximate in each of my pit trades yesterday. Very nice. Very nice, RJ. Very nice, Jeff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. So, do you guys see what the problem is right now? If we come up here and we stabilize here, we're doing good. If we start coming off right now, then it's that exact same pattern that I showed you about. So we are in a very, very, very precarious spot right now. We're in a very, very precarious spot right now. And this is one of the biggest reasons. Watch, I'm going to get 20 emails today. Roger, how come you're not putting any trades in today? Do you guys understand? I need to know if we're going to come up or if we're going to come back down. And I have no idea because we're literally either at the 8-day or the 200. I told Ross he didn't teach me to read charts. Well, I'm teaching you how to read charts infinitely. And by the way, if you talk to Ross, tell him that I think he's a really, I think he's a, I can't do what he does, but I think he's fantastic. Yeah. He's not some faker. So you guys understand we're between a rock and a hard. Gaston, let me show you. If we go up from here, we're bullish till here. If we go down, we have all the way till here. What do we do? Precarious. So you guys understand the problem we have right now. It's a big, big problem. We can go right here or we can go right here. On the QQQ, we can bend from here or we can even come up here and go down. It's a big, big problem. Yeah, no problem. I'm not trying to get an advertisement from. That's not what this is all about. God knows I got plenty of people here. So do you understand? Now, if we start breaking the low today on the QQQ, if we start breaking below 477.74, if volatility starts going up instead of down, not good. If volatility keeps going down, we want to see volatility break 20 today. See how we're at 2080? Folks, we want VIX to be below 20 today. Below 20 today. Of course, infinitely. It's really not a big deal. No big deal. But I want you guys to understand, we want to see VIX fall below 20. Anything, when VIX is above 20, that's danger zone, danger zone, danger zone. When VIX goes below 20, that means markets are starting to get less fearful, okay? All right, so be careful. Please, 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 I'm begging you, be careful today. Let me give you guys a link real quick if you guys want to check into my program. I read all my emails infinitely, all my emails, and I respond to all of my emails usually within 24 hours, sometimes usually within 5 minutes. One thing about me, guys, I'm real. I'm not some phony baloney guru that's going to give you some, whether you like it or not, I'm about as real as they get. Now, how about we have 586 people here? How about some much deserved thumbs up today? Let's see how many thumbs up we got. We got 232 and we got 586. We should have another 50 or so. If you guys don't mind, click this button right here. RJ is not new to trading. He's been trading for a while. I think RJ was with me when I had Market Geeks back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, Mark. Alpha Zone is the real deal. Absolutely. Real cool. And remember, I'm going to have a class on it today again at 10:30. All week, and if I have to go next week all week, I'll do it too. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Let me just post this testimonial here, and we'll continue, and we'll continue, we'll continue. We'll continue. So 20 is the threshold level. You're going to be looking at the bond market today. I hope Trump doesn't say anything today. Hopefully he'll keep his mouth dry, and bond market's going down. Not good. Volatility so far, VIX, VIX is up, not down, a full basis point, which isn't all that much. So far, indices are down. We're not so far. All right. You've got 13 stocks breaking down as of yesterday. There is virtually no stocks breaking down right now. You have 143 stocks breaking up. Half of these are ETFs, but nonetheless, this is the numbers we use. So there's definitely some upside momentum. With Market Geeks, why do you think I'm new to trading, Robert? I think he's just asking, RJ. Yes, you are real and truthful about the market. Yeah, and no, you're not going to hear any bullshit from me. If you want bullshit, go somewhere else. If you want the truth, I'm the guy for the job. Dr. Serena, I would give you more thumbs up if I could. Thank you, Kiang. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do email people back. I do, and I respond to, I do all the time. So, what sectors are in play right now? Well, Bitcoin, semiconductors, energy, and technology. Let's take a look. SMH. Let's see if SMH is at a turning point. Now, right now, my mind is just digesting all of this. Now, we are actually above the 8-day EMA now for 3 days in a row on SMH. The problem is we need to get above these levels. You see right here how the market looks like it's getting stronger and it comes down and it just looks choppy. We got to get above all of this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistance levels here. What do you think about Tesla is going to do today? I laid it out, Mark, and I'll lay it out again in a minute. Yes, it's just for the owners of Alpha. Yes. Although I'm not just talking about alpha, I'm talking about how to day trade. I'm making this into a full week of how to day trade and how to use alpha to day trade. It's not just do this, do this, do this. I'm teaching you how to day trade and where alpha falls into all of that. So it's a little more extensive than that. And by the way, RJ, I've responded to every email I got from you. I don't think I got anything yesterday, but over the weekend, whatnot, I've been responding to all. I never blocked your emails. I don't even know how to block an email. Anyway, semiconductors. Keep your eye on semiconductors. Let's look at see what Nvidia is doing today. Is Nvidia up today? No, Nvidia's down today, and Nvidia already looks like it's curling. Keep your eye on semiconductors and the 8-day EMA. So today, this is what I want you guys to do. Keep your eye on the 8-day EMA and semiconductors. Keep your eye, and I'm serious. I know it's going to sound very simple right now, but trust, sometimes simple is good. Keep your eye on the low, 650, 562.35, the low of yesterday. If we break the low of yesterday, the odds are we're going to continue going lower. Okay? All right. I want to make sure you guys understand that. What about XLK? Let's look at XLK. I want to break this down further. I'm doing good on time today. XLK is right at the 8-day EMA. Keep an eye on the low. What I want to see is I want to see technology break the high of yesterday. If we can't break the high, especially first half of the day, it's not going to be great. Because tech has been rallying last few days as much as it could. I mean, it has been going down, and I'm hoping that mags don't bring the market lower. See this right here? If they break the low, let me show you this. See where they're at right now? They're at right here, and the low is like right below us right here. We're literally almost there. And you see how we had wicks right here, but we actually have a meaty candle here. The more meat we have here, the more gravitational push it will push on these. And if this breaks the low of these 2 days, the odds are QQQ. I'm trying to kind of connect the dots for you guys. The dogs are barking, the office is calling, and the wife is out here in LA. Yeah, she got in last night. Actually, I got a picture of her from last night. She sent me a picture. They were going out to dinner. Guys want to see? Here. So, good friend of hers that traveled with her, my daughter, and my wife. They had some Mexican food last night. Anyways, so what I'm concerned about, you see QQQ? If QQQ starts coming down and breaks this, we have an A line to the downside on the QQQ. If SMH breaks the 8-day EMA, we have an A line to the downside on SMH. If MAGS, oh, the cursor, yeah, I'm going to try to change the cursor today in the room. If MAGS breaks this area, 4670, it's at 4679 right now, and stays here, we have an A line to the downside on MAGS. Most of you know how accurate those damn A lines are, right? Now, what I'm hoping for is none of those things will happen. Ideally, what I'd like to see today is this. I'd like to see volatility break 20. I'd like to see the bond market not do this, but move back up towards the high. And I'd like to see mega caps bottom out here and start moving higher. Do I think we're going to see that? Well, a lot of it has to do with the news that's going to come out in the next 25 minutes. But so far, I'm not seeing that at all. The pits. What time does the pit start? The pit starts at 9:30. Ruth, the pit is always on. Nvidia, yeah, they're just hanging out. They went to visit the cemetery. All my grandmothers and my uncles and aunt, they're at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So she goes, and her grandmother's there, and it was her grandmother's birthday. So I can't go. So she's visiting my family at the cemetery, hanging out with my aunt, seeing the nephews. I have 2 nephews now that I have not seen. that are 9 months and 2 years old. I have not seen them yet. So because I'm here with you guys and I can't travel and trade at the same time. It's too difficult for me. So she's doing it for me. She's helping me out. Self-transparent, large colored cursor. Anybody know how to make a semi? RJ, I'm pretty sure Matt does. If you ask him today at noon, he can do it. Nvidia may have more major problems next year with new competition, possibly. Not change the topic on cursor. No, I know. I'm not changing the topic. Anyway, so you guys understand I'm not that bullish. Momentum is a little bit better yesterday to the upside, but a lot of folks who I talked to are thinking it was just a big bounce because look where what we had. We had 658 stocks coming into this week going down, and now we have 13, but to the upside, we don't have 3 or 400. So I think it's just a bounce up. The question is this bounce going to hold or not? And so far, I'm not seeing it. All right, let's get into individual stocks, okay? Oh, by the way, but I forgot something important. Let's get into individual stocks. We have 40% of stocks. We still have 60% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average. We have a huge vulnerability in the market. If you look at the S&P 500, you still have 48% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average. Roger, why haven't you been giving us those bullish trades? How can you make money when 48% of stocks are trading below the 200-day moving average? If nothing is going up, how are you going to make money? What are you going to make money with? Look at the Russell 1000, 40%, 32, 36, not good numbers. The Dow is now at 50%. The Dow's been going down. NASDAQ 100, 45, NASDAQ cumulative, 39. We're bearish right now. Now, I want to look at Dow. I haven't looked at the Dow yet. Let's see if the Dow's helping us or not. Right there. Folks, are we going to break the 200 and come up? Are we going to be on this side or are we going to be on this side? Folks, if any of you are frustrated that I'm going to put less trades than usual this week is because I don't know what side we're going to end up on. And I'm really nervous that we're going to come back down. I may actually put on some shorts just in case, because even if we go up, I think we're going to be limited. So I'm favoring more the short side today than the long side. You can't do well with these numbers. It's hard, Eagle Beagle. It's hard. And folks, I apologize if I'm not being as clear and as directional. Today we're going to go up, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand this is the issue right now. This is the issue right now. Are we going to break above the 200? Then we have a lot of room, or are we going to come right back down and have a beautiful A line? And right now, I hate to say it, but it looks a lot more like the A line. It's going to be a day of which side are you on with the market? Kind of like that, Patrick. How do I find out Roger's trading strategies? I said just call customer service. They'll hook you up. All right, now, folks, although there were plenty of stocks to look at today, I just want to show you something real quick. The quality of the stocks to the long side were not amazing. I'll show you the stocks that I picked, but to say that they looked great, a lot of stocks that look like this, a lot of Chinese stocks, a lot of ETFs, a lot of stocks that are overextended. Chinese stocks, gappy stocks, overextended stocks, weird name stocks, gold stocks. There was nothing really meaty here. Does that make sense? Like, look, inverse yin, ACI, like it wasn't easy to find stocks to the upside. I was struggling. I'm not joking. So, for example, like look at the best stocks that I found to the upside. QQQ is not looking great, by the way. Let's see how the market's doing. Yeah, not good. Let me show you. Let me show you so you could see for yourself. By the way, somebody asked me about Uber. I think I'm okay on time today, so let's see what Uber looks like. Uber has to break above 77. Uber has to be right here. for me to be interested in it. Or it has to break here for me to be interested in it. Right now, the only thing I would be interested in doing iron condors on Uber. Maybe. Okay? Please, if you buy in here, you're going to get stuck right here. Look how much noise you have here. And if you go down here, you have one, two, three, four, five, six levels of support. So to me, Uber looks like it's going to be doing nothing. On a trend line basis, oops, you've got a nice descending triangle here. Jesus, I can't draw today to save my life. Here, there's your Uber. You got a descending triangle that's still building. Crappy stock indeed. Makes sense. This is why Alpha Zone scalping was. Oh, right now, yeah, it's great. I mean, it always is, but yeah. And I want to show you some cool tricks today too. All right, so I'll do the long side first, just to show you that just I'm not loving what I'm seeing. I didn't have any like, oh my god, I got to get into this stock. Wrong stock. Started off with the wrong stock. Halo. Okay, I mean, it's not bad, right? But I mean, it ain't meta, right? Amgen. Just to show you what I'm talking about. When you are struggling to find stocks, we do not have a chance on our own. Well, it doesn't mean that. It's just, I'm being honest with you. This is a possible A line, but I'd like to see a little more. Again, I'm just being really picky here. Just to show you, like these are the best stocks I was able to find today. Okay, another A line doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Three insurance stocks: PGR, AJG, and AIG, all insurance stocks, but they're all doing the same thing. See, so you got to only pick one. And AIG, there's three, but again, they're all insurance stocks. So if you want, you could take, again, not really all that. I mean, looks okay. ED, ED. I mean, are these like my favorite? Is this Amazon's? No. Are these Netflix breaking out? Are these like those beautiful, clean trend lines? I mean, this one looks okay. I like this one. These are the best stocks I was able to find today. These are the best, okay? I mean, they're not bad, right? I mean, I do still know how to pick stocks, but you notice you're not seeing too many familiar names. You're seeing some ADRs. You're seeing some more like I would say these are more like these are more second tier stocks, if that makes sense. Let's put it this way. These are not, I wouldn't be putting these on my favorite list. Now let's talk about the short side, which is also very, yeah. I do like Cracker Barrel quite a bit though. Base, Cracker Barrel. I almost went short yesterday. I don't even know why I didn't. I was just very skeptical about the market. I like Cracker Barrel. When the market rallied yesterday, this stock, no movement at all. Burn. Oh, we've got to wait till it's below the 200. Forget about that one. GNRC. I actually circled this one, so this may be a good one. Hold on. GNRC. GNRC. What's going on here? Possible downside here. Possible downside here. Continuation of a trend. Hub. But nothing really like, oh my God, I gotta buy this stock. I gotta sell this stock. IEX. I mean, these are okay, but FDS. And let me show you my favorite one. That's my favorite one. With a target of 220, 218, 220. So the only one that I really love today is Cracker Barrel, GNRC, and Tesla. And GNRC, I'm on the sideways. Like I didn't see any stocks to the upside that look like this. Okay. So I just want you to know, where I'm at today. To conclude, we need to see if the market can get above the 200-day moving average on the Dow. we need to see we need to see if the market can get above the high, yesterday's high on the QQQ, or break the low, which would make it into an A line. Okay? Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. All right. Overall, a lot of choppiness, a lot of non-directional bias with a potential gravitation towards the downside, giving us more potential. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love nothing more than to be wrong about it. But I would say right now, I would say 65, 70% downside, the rest upside choppy. I hope that makes sense. NVIDIA, let's take a look at NVIDIA real quick. And I got to get out of here. I'm going to be late for work today. NVIDIA, if NVIDIA breaks, remember I told you that NVIDIA doesn't have to go all the way, it only has to do halfway, right here, halfway. If it can't break higher, it's going to break this and hit the 8-day and come down. That would be another major clue that SMH is doing what I'm doing, that NVIDIA breaking this level right here. Hey, we got over 306 thumbs up. Carla says, did you say Tesla bullish or bearish? Carla, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think by looking at this chart? What do you think? Just take a look at the chart. What do you think? Guys, are we going bullish or are we going bearish Tesla? You said you were liking Tesla. I do. I like Tesla for a short. A lot. Can you see why? It's below all the key. It's below the flag, below red, white, and blue. And it's below the A line, and it's breaking down. And when Musk and Elon Musk and Trump decided to do the national White House Tesla commercial, which violates every FCC law that is imaginable, the stock couldn't get above the 8-day EMA. It didn't rally on good news. Carla, I think the folks here have told you exactly what they think. Carla, I think you have your answer. Put the chart 10 feet away from you and see if you can tell the direction it's moving into. And if you can tell, that's the direction you want to go to. It's short, Carla. And Carla, you can always send me an email. I don't bite. Bye, guys. Have a great day today. Let me give you some more links before you conclude. This is the session for Rochelle, I hope your husband feels better. Here is customer service live. No problem, Carla. No problem. Yeah, she could see the chart. She says she's got it, Stacy. She's good. And let me give you customer service live. Don't forget customer service live, where everything gets explained. See you guys later. Have a fantastic day. I'll be at the office all day if you guys need anything, okay? Bye, guys. Thank you so much for making this a very nice day. And thank you for not arguing with me. I really appreciate it. I don't have it in me anymore. I give up. Bye. Have a great day, guys. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, it's down, Carla. It's down. You got it. Now I understand. I didn't see that comment. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a great day. And make sure to say hello to Matt. His grandfather died last week while he was doing all this. The guy didn't stop for a second. So send Matt some words of love, okay? He needs it. Bye. And folks, be careful today. Be very, very careful, because I think the market, the upside is going to be, they're going to try to trick us into the upside. And I want to see that VIX fall below